Barratt Homes want to build 276 houses on the greenfield site off Meadow Lane, Trentham. Despite several other failed attempts to build on the same land over the years, Barratt Homes are pressing ahead with their harebrained plans, in spite of what it would do to real people's lives. Many have written to the council to tell how it would affect them. Here is John's story.
There are lots of reasons I am objecting to this build. We did object 10 years ago to the proposed development, and my husband, who was a design engineer, came to see you with lots of objections. But he had a stroke 9 years ago and now spends his day watching the boats on the canal, and now you want to take his only enjoyment away. There will be absolutely no way we can put up with the noise, and also the biggest problem, the number of cars this will generate. When we bought this house about 25 years ago, most families had one car, but now their children have cars, so you can say the amount has doubled. We have a daughter who is brain damaged. We worry now when she goes to see our friends at the bottom of the garden because of the traffic. You are taking her freedom away. What happens with the emergency traffic, i.e. ambulances and fire service? With my husband's illness, we constantly rely on the ambulance service. It could be a matter of life and death for him. This year we've had more birds in the garden than all the time we have lived here. I look out of my window and lovely green grass and the boats at the bottom of the garden. That is why we bought this house. It will be all taken away. All we will see is other people and their houses. Parking on the estate is bad now. What will happen with the increase of cars and vans? Please look at this problem this development will cause and cancel it.
I understand that you objected when they tried to build last time.
John went to the council office 3 or 4 times, as it was his kind of work as an engineer. He was an engineer and design engineer, did a lot of plans for people for houses, so he knew what kind of thing it was going to be like, and he went and objected 2 or 3 times and got us what information. He enjoys looking out now, and that's going to take more of his life away, really.
What will you miss most, and what are your fears should the build go ahead?
Well, really the view is one of the biggest fear, but the other one is the traffic. With Judith anyway, she wouldn't be able to go out here. She'd have to stay in the garden. Couldn't go on her own. And with John being as he is, I can't split myself all the time to the fact that she needs attention as well as anybody else. But she wouldn't be able to walk around here with the traffic. I mean, even now we come down the road and you can only just get the car through. So really, I think that's probably the biggest.
If you could speak directly to Barratt Homes, what would you say?
Don't build. I hope nobody buys one. Don't want them here. There are so many places where they can build that's not going to interrupt people's lives. This is going to take our life away. We might even have to move. And with John like this, we bought this house to live in for the rest of our lives. And I don't want Barratt's to take that away from us.
What should the council do about this application?
Well, to be more sensible and look at the people and speak to the people and find out how they feel. Look at the silly part. If there's all those cars there, and we've seen it while we've been here, where people have had 1 or 2 cars, They now have 5 cars because every one of the children have got cars. What's going to happen with all those houses there? It's just impossible. And the council, if they can't listen to us, they should come here and see and be part of us, and then they'd realise what that's going to do to people.
Let's keep our meadow green.